Hello everyone, welcome to I Am the Fifth Element. My name is Juan and I'm here to do an energy read for today, which is July 21st, 2022. All right guys, tapping into today's energy. It is a 7-day. Sevens are all about journeying you to your higher self or your God self. Something very particular, specific, notable about today's date. In the ethers, okay? And I feel expect the unexpected energy. Our topic today is a lot going on, a lot of instruction right now. Our topic today is competition. Our message is going to be something along those lines, so let's go ahead and get it. Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, angels of the highest love and light, you are welcomed here. Please fill this space. I'm here to do an energetic read for YouTube as a collective for today, July 21st, 2022. Using me as the channel, please give us a clear and concise message. You know how I read. Thank you. So the cards that present today for the lights, well, let's start at the center. The focus is on vision, okay? On the light side, we have celebrating vision. On the dark side, we have a need to clean up your past emotional hurt. So this Water West Past card shows up again today for the dark side. So the way that I read this energy is that there was foresight for the light group to work on this dark energy, and now they're in a phase of celebrating. The dark side refused to work on cleaning up the emotional body, and so this energy is still applicable in your life and needing to be worked through. Two cards from the universe has your back came out. Both come out in reverse today, although I display them in the upright. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. So someone in the way of God getting to work in their life, okay? And this is about strong arming. This is somebody, and they show me somebody's hand that wants to touch everything. So this is just someone who feels like they have to do it alone. But the truth is that God is the author of all, okay? And as soon as you realize that and you surrender to the peace within you, you allow God to actually get to work in your life. Then we have this card presented in one of the reads yesterday, I believe, and it was reversed, and it is again reversed. My capacity to tune in the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I'm lost. So just the feeling I get is that this gives me stubborn feeling. So what I feel is that it's not that the capacity to do these things are not there. It's just someone is really in stubborn, stuck energy. Here we go again. And for those that are not aware of what channeling is, so I am not sitting in judgment of anyone, but when I am submerged in energy, I'm going to feel that energy, I'm going to navigate that energy, and I'm going to tell you exactly how yucky it feels, okay? Now, because our conversation or our topic today is competition, I can tell you without a doubt, I've just shown the Five of Swords, yeah, that the reason someone is stuck is because they're in competition. So let me tell you about competition. There is no competition in love. There is no competition with God's affection, with God's gifts. There is no competition, okay? So I was taken to a download that I received on April the 21st of this year. So 4/21/2022 is significant somehow. In this download, it was a print download that I put on Facebook, I believe, and it says, competition. There is no competition for God's love. The only competition is between lower and higher self. Okay? The only competition is between lower and higher self. So when I notice or feel someone in competition, there are several things that stick out like sore thumbs when I get into the energy. The first thing is that there is a over concentration on others outside of yourself. Yourself, the self, it sounds selfish, but it is not, should be your primary focus. Because if you are not taking care of self, then you can't help anyone do anything. So if you're focusing, if you're putting attention more on an outside person or entity than yourself, then that would spark competition. Okay? Also, Ishtar is here on today. Goddess Ishtar. She is a goddess of communion, and it is seriously raised vibration. This is someone who has communed with God and universal forces, so much so that when they go to pray, they don't have to get on their knees. They are in a co-creative, collaborative partnership with Holy Spirit, God, Source, the divine. Okay? Song is Possess the Land by Embassy Worship. And it is about, okay, so the way they started this download with competition was telling me about the disciples and how Jesus's disciples were jealous of each other. And I'm like, they were jealous of each other? Aren't these like raised beings and raised vibration? But they were jealous because they were competing. Instead of nurturing their one-on-one connection with Jesus, they compared and contrast. So that's another thing that will get you caught up in competing. If you're not, and it goes back to focusing outside of yourself. And strong thing on the word focus. So it's okay to look at someone else and admire how they do things. But if you're focused, if you're overly attentive to someone else, then that is time that you're taking away from growing yourself. Okay? This 4/21/2022 day was a 4-day, so about stability, home, family, and foundation. Combine that with a 7-day. 4/7 is a code for me of knowing. So whoever is generating this energy, you know that it's time for you to clean up your emotional body. You know that there are others who have already embarked on this journey that you consider, strong thing, ahead of you, but take the focus off of them and put it on you. You are to have tunnel vision at this point to grow you, okay? Now, during a read yesterday, I learned that my team had divided the cards of advice into red or blue pill. So the blue is the higher chakra, so the higher vibrational information is going to come from here. And then the red is the first chakra, so the lower vibrational information is going to come from here. So we do have, again, high-low, over-under energy today. So a split read. You have a group that is in celebratory energy because they had the foresight to do the work, and then there's a group that still has to clean up the emotional body. Okay, so we're going to get a card from both decks. And with Ishtar being here, it just speaks of someone who has seriously worked on their divinity. So much so that they're in co-creation and led or walking with God's staff. Card number 51 breaks to a 6. 6s are about harmony or the journey too. So even when this person gets in their lowly, in their lower chakras, it's still not devil energy. It's raised lowliness is the best way to say it. So this is someone who has become accustomed to vibrating high. Heard loud and clear. One card, please, for navigating the energy on the light side. For those that are in celebratory energy. Yep. This is jealousy. It's jealousy and competition. I feel it so strongly. But I'm telling you guys, and as soon as I said that, they said, look at what you have in your hand. Yes, this is the sorcerer. This is the source of dark power, okay? Card number 48 breaks to a 12, then breaks to a 3. Threes are about connection and communication with the upper angelic realm. Now, does that go together? Does sorcery energy go with the upper realm? Absolutely not. This is someone who is cloaked and angry because they have faked the funk about being in raised vibration, but in all actuality are in sorcerer energy, talking to lower world entities, heard loud and clear, all because they're in competition, still angry. Yeah, you can't make this up. Not understanding that everyone is connected, and what you do to, not wanting to burn away your yuckiness. It's reversed. There is, especially in the climate, in the energetic climate that we're currently in, with the agenda that God is running on the earth realm. You do not want to stay in this dark energy. Absolutely not. You don't. There are two viable timelines. Excuse me, two timelines. Only one is viable. One that you can live in. So if you're in dark sorcerer energy, you're not going to be in a viable timeline. I can only tell you what I get, what I know, okay? And it's time to release these hurt. And I feel a childhood hurt. Something that happened that scarred someone in their childhood, and they are having a hard time moving past it. Yep. Sweat lodge. This was something they concentrated on in my tap-in earlier today, too. I tell no lies. This is about going into a dark, introspective cave to sweat away those things that no longer serve you. And as they were telling me about this morning, I don't use that word, so super interesting. This AM, they took me back through the reads, and it's been a common theme that you're cutting away. They've used the blade, they used fire, they've used the sweat lodge. Okay, this is what they were recapping with me today, that they've given so many ways of getting rid of this energy, or cutting this energy off, or working through this energy, or transmuting this energy by fire, by sweating away, by the blade, by cutting away. So 3 ways that you can get rid of this energy, metaphorically. So, and what I feel is with the blade, that's about thoughts. So getting to the root of your triggers, okay? With the fire, that's about action. That's about burning away. That's about changing the way you do things, okay? Action. And what was the other? So fire, the blade, and then the sweat lodge. Okay, this is about going inside. This is hermit energy. This is about removing yourself from all external distractions, closing yourself in, and letting God work with your heart, okay? So you can get to the root of your emotional ail, okay? It's exactly what they said. You know, this is someone who is emotionally ill, okay? And God's desire is for you to be well, okay? I would not be giving this message if it were not so. So God does not want any of us to struggle in this realm. That is not his desire for us. One card, navigating the energy. Thank you. Yep. Stand still. You have to. It's time, okay? I want to stress, I cannot say it enough, that for those that are in dark energy at this juncture, God is getting ready. He's dealing with this energy, healing this energy in this realm. So he's going to force you to address it. So if it were me, I would be proactive in it. You don't want to get to the place where God is forcing you to do something that you know you have to do, okay? Stand still. Card number 52 breaks to a 7. Here's your God journey. You are to stand still, get into quiet meditation, okay? About your past emotional hurt and how to clean it up. Still based on the Sweat Lodge, okay? What's at the top of the deck? The Mystical Shaman. And I just heard enough said. So there's that. Now let's get us cards from this red deck. Not only do I receive this or feel this as the lower chakra energies, I also feel this as tangible things, things that are getting ready to materialize. Deep freeze is at the bottom of this deck. So yeah, a standstill for sure. And God has a way of, when we refuse to stand still, he'll shut us down. Okay? I've been there. God was literally trying to get my attention for, I want to say, 8 straight years, wanting me to tap deeper into my abilities. But I was so involved in the hustle and bustle of the world, working a job, being defined by my career. And I just wouldn't sit my tail down. And so calamity after calamity after calamity befell my life, and I had to stand still. So I'm giving you this message on today because there is an easier route. You don't want to go through that. The dark night of the soul is already tumultuous enough without adding additional calamity to it, okay? Hard peel, a very hard peel. I wouldn't wish it on my enemy, okay? So if I can save anyone from taking that route, I'm going to try. Yeah, and I just heard a hard head makes a soft ass, and it does. It's the same. My grandmother used to say all the time. That means that you know the right thing to do, but you just won't do it. And so because you won't do it and you are not hearing and enacting your divine instructions, God's going to yank your coattail. And those yanks, they get stronger and stronger and stronger. Magic Stream, card number 18. Self-explanatory, okay? This is part of this celebration energy. What's at the top of the deck? Yes, education. Learn how to heal the ouch. Learn how to identify the ouch. Learn how to sit that tail still so you can get to the root of your triggers. Card number 35 breaks to an 8. This is where movement and abundance comes in. One card for navigating this energy. I just heard it again. Set that tail still. Yep. Woo! Talisman, though. And it's turned over in the deck. So this is something that you're not broadcasting. This is something you're keeping close to your chest. So tangibly, what's getting ready to materialize for the light is talisman energy, and we'll read it. Still based on education and the strength, absolutely. So we've seen, all of these cards are like repetitive cards here. So it's a strong message from the divine that you are to grow yourself, grow your knowledge in self, and get your strength up, okay? 44 is a master building number. 4s are about stability, home, family, and foundation. Master building 44 energy is about manifestation and leadership, integrity as a foundation, and treating Gaia as home and temple. And we'll read the talisman. It's about rewards, okay? I feel it strongly. 49. And because I read intuitively, I don't read these. When I read them with you, this is when we read them, okay? So, Talisman, a lesson truly learned is crystallized and earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. And I was just shown to celebrate again. The upright definition. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find the best routes along the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you. For you have the wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. This is why this vision and celebrate is here. And earning the rights to your success is completely linked to cleaning up your past emotional hurt. This is our message on today, beautiful people. Ishtar is in the building. So this is someone who has dedicated their life to getting closer to God. And now you're in a phase of reward and power, okay? And needing to get education to continue to grow you. That's the other thing. When you're in the light, this is a constant evolution. So you are constantly learning, you are constantly growing, you are constantly changing. My numbers, 13, 8, 44. Can't make it up. You cannot. This is our message on today, beautiful people. I hope it was helpful. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check the description box. You'll find additional helpful information about this read, angel numbers, numerology, additional insight. Transmission complete at 11:29 a.m. Until next time, I'm wishing you miracles and blessings. Namaste.